Meanwhile, people in Israel are back on the streets yet again. With this, the demonstrations against the judicial reforms have entered their 18th consecutive week as we speak. The reforms introduced by the government led by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stand halted, but demonstrations still continue in the country. On Saturday, the demonstrations were held across the country where tens of thousands of people participated. In Tel Aviv, which has become the focal point of these demonstrations, the demonstrators marched across the city waving national flags. Some of the protesters also said that the government's refusal to ditch the reforms is taking a toll on the economy. They held large banners which displayed sharp messages against Netanyahu. Now, at the protest site, some people demonstrated by chanting slogans and beating drums.
אנחנו מבינים מה זה להגן על המדינה, ואנחנו לא נוותר גם הפעם. אין ברירה, אין אפשרות אחרת ולא יהיה שינוי אחר. אנחנו פה בכדי להישאר פה, אין לנו מדינה אחרת. ומה שיהיה כאן זה מה שיקבע.
I think it's very important to show the world that most of the people of Israel doesn't want dictator. We see around us in Hungary, in Poland, in Iran, in other countries how it looks. And I don't want to live in such a country. I don't want to next generation to live in such a situation.
Now, demonstrations were also held in other parts of the country. In the city of Rehwot, the demonstrators waved flags and blocked a road. Ever since there, reforms were introduced back in January this year. Israel has plunged into a crisis. They have been met with huge opposition. As per a poll conducted by a local media outlet, 74% of Israelis think that the government, which is just 5 months old, is functioning poorly. The reforms give the government greater say over the Supreme Court, as well as the ability to pick judges. The government say that these reforms are needed to curb overreaching powers of the judges in the country. But its opponents argue that these reforms will end the country's democratic nature and will also open doors for more corruption. These reforms have been put on hold for giving time to President Isaac Herzog to broker a compromise between the government and the opposition. But the demonstrations continue as the demonstrators demand complete revocation of the laws.